Good morning.
Hey, how are you doing, dude?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing excellent. First things first, welcome to the So Kids Can family.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Means a lot.
Yeah, no, we're excited to have you. I'll tell you this, Pierre-Luc, when we when with Nicholas Backstrom leaving, myself and Tom Wilson and Martin Faravari and everybody else involved, we were trying to figure out, like, hey, do we add somebody? Do we not add somebody? If we do add somebody, who do we do? And I don't know what the guys are like around you, but you should just know both Tom Wilson and Martin Faravari, big fans of yours.
Oh, that's great to hear. That's great to hear.
Hey, let me ask you this. So obviously you got here last year, and it seems like, and maybe I'm wrong, and internally you would know better, but man, it seems like you clicked in with everybody and kind of filled in, that it was very easy of an adjustment coming to DC.
Yeah, I mean, from the moment I got traded, the phone calls with staff and management, and then, showing up here, I mean, the players getting to know everybody. We have a really special group, and I think what makes us special is that new guys like me or Matt Roy or Chicker and all these guys that came in last year, new guys coming in this year, we're just open to different personalities, open to different people, just guys that want to show up, work hard, have fun, and win. And a group like that is really easy for new guys to adapt to.
Hey, can I ask you this? Is it because you mentioned whether it was Matt Roy or Chikrin or really anybody else that had come in, and listen, you've moved teams in the past. Was it the existing group that made it so much easier, or was it because there was a handful of guys that were coming in where there was a decent amount of new blood, if you will?
No, I think it's the existing group of guys that was already here. Guys have been building this culture from the moment they got here, like, Johnny, Willie, Dowd, all guys like that. But, the fact that 7 or 8 new guys come in probably doesn't hurt either. But even, at the deadline when we had Beauvillier and he shows up, the guys didn't change. The room didn't change. It's just we're welcoming a new guy, a different personality to come in, and everybody just wants him to be himself and play well. So I really think it's something special that the guys that have been here for a while have built.
I'll tell you this, I was very excited during the offseason that we held on to Beauvillier. I loved when he got here last year. I love the style of game he plays. He seemed to fit in really well as a piece that was needed with his speed. I was so glad he got re-signed during the summer.
Yeah, me too. I mean, obviously, you guys see on the ice, he can do a bit of everything out there. He can fit with any line, with any duo. He could play in any situation, end of games if we're up, end of games if we're down. But also, I think for me, the biggest thing is he's such a good player off the ice, and a good person, off the ice. He fits in this group perfectly. He's got a great personality, cares a lot, hard worker, competes in practice. So guys like that are extremely valuable to any team.
Hey, so Pierre-Luc, you've mentioned it a couple of times where it's that camaraderie and that closeness off the ice, whether it's in the locker room or traveling or whatever the case is. And there was so much coverage about that last year from the media standpoint. Is it? Listen, I know we're only 15 minutes into camp, if you will, and some of the guys that are there are not going to be there. That they're up here for development and training and seeing what it's like. Do you get the sense that element still exists?
Oh yeah. It's like I said earlier, it's guys that have been here for a long time, and guys even before them that cared about this organization and that cared about the culture, and this team. And, guys like, and Johnny that have been here for a very long time, even Willie, guys like that care a lot about the city of DC and care a lot about this organization and wanted to improve year by year. So, the moment everybody showed up here and camp started, it was like everything from last year was just a continuation of it. And, we didn't accomplish the ultimate goal winning the Stanley Cup, but we took steps forward towards that last year. And this year we're kind of, starting where we left off last year. So that's the fun part.
Are you one of the guys that loves when training camp starts, or do you hate that the off season's over?
I love when training camp starts. I love the off season, but I'd say probably a week before training camp, when everybody comes back, or 2 weeks before training camp when everybody comes back, and you're just skating and you're just skating to skate. It just feels like, all right, off season's over. Let's just get this started. Training camp's fun, but once you get past the skate test, that's when the fun of training camp really begins. But yeah, I mean, now it's just we're waiting for the season.
Hey, how bad is from going through a couple of camps with other teams, how bad is the cap skate test compared to others?
Yeah, I'd say the skate test. The skate test is one of probably the worst things that I've had to do. But it's quick. I've had tests that last longer. And you have to suffer a bit more. But this one is just 3 reps, so it's not easy. When you're doing it, it's not easy the first 5-10 minutes right after you're done. But after that, it's all good. It's just part of camp. I feel like he was notorious for it. Wasn't John Tortorella's skate test always considered to be one of the worst? Yeah. That's what's fun is that I started my professional career with his camps. So, when I left him, he said, "You'll never have another camp as hard as mine." So you'll appreciate it later. And I do appreciate it now. It's not easy after his camps, but it's a lot easier. So yeah, I mean, his skate test was really tough. But everybody talks about the skate test. It was the first 5 days of camp. Just like the scheduling, how it was made. We had to do a 2-mile run under 12 minutes. Then you had to practice, and so it's just like the scheduling of his first 4 to 5 days of camp were awful. But yeah, the skate test too wasn't too fun.
Hey, I'm trying to remember now that you mentioned, or we mentioned Tortorella. I'm trying to remember. Isn't there a story on the day you got drafted, which was your birthday? You're 18 years old. You're sitting in the arena. I don't remember which arena it was, but you're sitting in the arena. You went third that year, and when Columbus was on the clock. Isn't there some story where it's like, obviously you're nervous, you're going to get drafted, like that's coming, but you don't know what's going on and who's doing what, and people are on the phone, and you're a kid, you're 18. Isn't there some weird story that when Columbus was on the clock, he just spun his chair around and stared at you?
Yeah. It was like probably, I think the second pick, and at the draft, every pick's like a 10-minute process, so it takes a long time. It's not just like 30 seconds to the next pick. So I was sitting like to the side of the stage, probably a couple sections over, and their chair is like facing the stage because that's where the attention's at. And probably after pick number 1, my dad goes, "Hey, I think you might be going to Columbus." And I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Don't look too quick, but everybody's looking in front. And Torts has his chair like aimed directly at you." And I'm like, "Should I look?" And he's like, "Yeah, just kind of look like subtly." I'm like, "Okay." So I kind of peek over and I see him, and that's when I started getting like goosebumps and the jitters of, oh man, I might be going here. And then, 10, 15 minutes later, he's still staring at me, and then the cameras come, and that's when I knew, okay, I'm going to Columbus here. So yeah, it was a pretty special moment. It was his birthday too, which I learned after, but yeah, pretty funny.
Hey, so obviously you didn't play the other night against Boston for the kind of the preseason opener. Do you know yet if you're playing tomorrow night against Philly and Hershey?
No, I won't be playing tomorrow.
Do you get any say in that? Like, do guys go, like, at some point do you get with Carberry and go, "I'll play 2 games and that's it"?
No, I wish it could be like that, but I mean, sometimes there's a little conversation. Sometimes I think it's, he asks for your opinion, but at the end of the day, I think him and the staff, their mind kind of is made up on who should play which game. So we had a little conversation. He told me I wasn't going to play, and that was pretty much the end of it.
I'm assuming you watched the Boston game?
Yeah.
You know who I really liked in the Boston game? Well, it was great to see Sonny Milano back. But and listen, I know he's not gonna be in a Caps uniform this year, maybe not next year. But the kid who was playing in goal, Bjorklund, boy, I thought he looked really good for a kid. Yeah,
he played well, and he was one of the guys. When you show up to a new organization, there's so many players that it takes like a camp or 2 to get to know everybody. But he's one of the guys I've got to know this camp and got to skate with, and he's a good player and he works hard. He competes hard in practice. Camp isn't always the easiest for goalies because it's not like we put them in positions to succeed in practice that much. but he's been competing. He's been staying on at the end, taking as many shots as he can. So it's good to see him succeed like that in his first preseason game.
Hey, let me ask you this. So I guess we just learned in the last week or two, Pierre-Luc, that Ryan Leonard is living with you and moved in after he graduated from, finished college, the college season, came up with the Caps. Did you have any previous history, or were you just like, yeah, I'll be your billet, Dad, come on in?
Yeah, no, I mean, so last year when he came up, when he signed after college, his season ended, I know what it's like to be in a hotel room for an extended period of time. You don't know if it's going to be, a month or if it's going to be 3 months. But being in a hotel room by yourself isn't the most fun. So when he signed and came up with us, I asked my wife if, he could come stay with us. My first year in the NHL, I lived with a guy named David Savard, and I benefited a lot from living there and getting to know what it's like to be a pro from him. So, we invited him over last year. He's a great kid, very respectful, super nice, really funny. And he came over. We had a great time. And then this year for camp, texted me, probably a month before camp, asking me what's up. So I kind of knew what was coming after that. And then he asked if he could stay, for camp. And once camp ended, he'd start looking for a place. So we said, of course, why not? So he's still there. He's fun to have around the house, that's for sure.
Two things. Number one, bet he doesn't start looking. Well, now we're into the season. We're traveling. I don't have time. Does Mrs. Dubois have a rule on how many camp invitees we can have living at the house?
Not yet. Once he's done, I mean, she's loved having him over too. We thought, she said, well, what if he's weird? What if we don't like him? What if he doesn't like us? And I said, well, he has his own space upstairs. Like he has his own room and living room area. So I said, we won't even see him that much if he doesn't like being around us. And he told me the other day he's never turned his TV on upstairs in his area. So he's in our living room before we even get down there, and he leaves after we leave. So we spend pretty much the whole day with him, but it's been fun, and she's loved it too. So that makes it even better.
Hey, last two things, and I know I got to let you jump. Number one, you mentioned last year we didn't reach the ultimate goal of getting to the Stanley Cup. I know what the ultimate goal is this year, like it is every year with you guys. You have to make a deep run in the playoffs. You have to make it to a cup. But going back to you, last year was a career year for you. Do you go in with any personal goals of I need more points, I need more goals? Do you have those for yourself? And maybe you don't want to tell me, that's fine. But do you go in with any of those where it's like, I need to accomplish A, B, or C?
Not really. I mean, for me, the hardest part in my career has just been consistency. I think, showing up and playing, you'll never play your best game every night, but, it's an 82 game season, soon 84 actually, but, it's a long season. And if your worst games can be a 7 out of 10 instead of a 4 out of 10, then you're really helping your team win, and you can help your team win every night. So for me last year, I thought that's what I really took a step forward in. And, I want to do it again this year. Maybe last year my worst games were a 6 out of 10. If this year they can be a 7, then, I took a step forward. So, we have a good team. We have a lot of good players. Whoever I'm playing with, I can try to do my best and staying consistent, and they'll help me out for the rest.
Well, listen, I mean, you know this. You've been a hell of an addition to the team. That trade was great. Worked out great for both teams. Worked out great for you and for the Caps. And again, thanks for being a part of So Kids Can. I hope we win a ton of games. We'll raise a crap ton of money.
Exactly. That's the goal.
There you go. Hey, Pierre-Luc, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.